Hello, friend.
Hello, friend, and welcome back to WhatAreMovie. I am Tony.
And I'm Clutz.
And we're back for Mr. Robot Season 3. Last time, we saw the aftermath of Elliot being shot. The city had no power. We met a new mystery man, which his name was actually revealed in the episode in writing, which I actually saw when I went back and edited it. I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
I can't remember it, though. But I did see it in editing. But, yeah. We're on Season 3, Episode 2, EPS 3.1, Undo.gz.
Maybe we might see
Maybe they're going to undo it, or...
Trenton and...
No, maybe they're going to bring back their mum and dad.
Oh, I don't think that's possible, but...
Alright, Elliot, jeez.
Yeah, but
yeah, it might see Trenton and Mobley.
Mobley,
who knows?
yeah, because they said about that they might be able to undo it on the season finale.
Yeah, maybe. We'll see. I don't know. I've not seen it. This aired on the 18th of October, 2017. Directed by Sam Esmail and written by Sam Esmail. Man, I saw an article about Star Galactica again today, saying how it has to be very different from the previous one. I'm like, my man Sam's got it under control. It's gonna be amazing. I'm just like so excited for it.
I'm quite excited to see if Elliot figures out that Mr. Robot's still there as well.
Yeah.
Because
I think he's definitely going to use the whole eye contact thing against her at some point. Yeah. I feel like that's going to come into play. But yeah, we'll see. Let's get straight into it. Full reaction is in the description. You need your own copy to watch along. Just make sure to come back where we'll talk all about it. Let's go. Power's back.
You know when you fuck something up and you wish you had the power to hit undo?
Hey!
Ooh.
Like when you say the dumbest thing in front of your biggest crush.
Yeah. That's you with that.
Yeah.
Or when you crash the entire world.
Oh yes, I know that.
Is he starting his job? Yeah.
I guess so. How weird, right?
I start working at Evil Corp.
That's so weird. He is really into this. Is this actually happening?
Like he's suddenly got his life together.
2D emotions that everyone else is in. I finally see the...
That's me. Definitely the green boy.
Yeah. I'm gonna fix the world.
Why he's got no emotion?
I can help them rebuild the database.
Pretty sure she would cheat on her fiance for me, man. She really liked the way she looked.
This guy.
Slippery when wet, am I right?
But lucky for them, my technology manager. If I can convince him to convince his boss to digitize all the paper records.
Elliot, I hear your passion. I got tickets to the Goo Goo Dolls reunion concert tonight. So
God.
wrap this up, okay?
What a freeze frame.
Install rootkits on all of Evil Corp's phones.
Wow, I'm shocked.
Off the FBI.
Damn.
With the next exec up
Damn. He's really making moves. He's going to run out of pills and out of shirts soon.
Yeah.
E-shipping.
All our shipments are supposed to go to New York.
Sioux Falls, South Dakota.
Yeah, you're in Sioux Falls, Earl.
Manifest. I'm making it look like all the paper is still arriving in New York.
I feel like him doing all this, though, is just going to give Mr. Robot information, right?
Yeah, but he obviously doesn't realise that at this point.
I got a Soul Cycle class.
God damn. Is he
Hacking
going to just...
Peter was as easy as watching him. He had his engineering team cheat the emissions to how much pollution they really create.
Oh, I think that might tick Elliot a bit.
Damn.
These are the same damn boxes you got last week.
Good old... What was his name? Is it Earl? I don't know.
Gotta keep the UPS system safe too. Turn into idle bombs with the right malware.
That's crazy.
We'll only run trusted code that's digitally signed by Evil Corp. They won't be able to blow up that building.
Undo. Seems to be going very well for him and his plan.
Really well.
Best option for our
What's our
recovery
excuse?
efforts.
Poor Elliot. Is that really trying?
Great work, Elliot.
All his hard work.
Huh?
All his hard work.
Yeah. I feel like it's going too well, though, and he may be...
Oh, yeah.
Find ways to purge Evil Corp of all their shit bags.
He's just going to get everyone fired.
And attention embezzlers and sexual harassers.
Call you a new member of Evil Equal.
Oh, I don't like that. He said eagle. Oh, I don't like it.
And friend, it feels great.
He does. He
That's
seems
cool.
really content.
Yeah, well, that's a bit extreme. Now, is it all going to come crashing down?
If I'm being real, I haven't fixed everything. The loneliness came back, worse than I remember.
Oh.
He hasn't got
I
exercise.
don't get it. I know I'm doing the right thing. Why do I feel this empty void inside?
Oh.
What's wrong with me? I'm really starting to lose it.
Starting.
I'll be working from my home office for a while.
Am I supposed to say something?
Cool.
How are you feeling about your birthday today?
Happy birthday!
When is his birthday?
Totally forgot.
Do you have plans tonight?
Oh.
No. Well, he's been gone, right? He hasn't come out since I stopped talking to her. It's better for everyone.
I don't know about you. He's
Yeah,
too lonely.
he's lonely.
He needs some
Good.
Lies.
little liar.
You miss him, don't you?
I miss being a part of something important.
He had a purpose. I guess he's kind of got purpose now.
I remember when we were kids, this one year there was this huge snowstorm. We made this snowman, Kevin McAllister, from Home Alone. No arms and weird cheeks.
He's laughing.
Yeah.
We were so proud of it, we promised we'd stick. That was the day of my accident.
Ah,
My dad pushed me
yeah,
out
because
the
it was
window.
snow.
We were at the hospital till pretty late.
Sorry, her face then.
Your dad pushed you out a window?
She didn't know?
Yeah,
Huh?
I've told you that before.
Elliot, you've never... No, you've never told me this.
Oh my god.
Good.
I remember
He's told us.
I could have sworn I told you.
I loved her face
Not
then.
much to it. Pushed me out the window, broke my arm, went to the hospital.
She's saying it so light-hearted.
He was pissed.
What made you think of this just now?
So intense.
I don't know.
That was a lot of anticipation
I
for
feel like he
nothing
may
then.
have known.
Joanna Willick, thanks for being here.
Oh.
You claim Scott Knowles confessed to killing his wife while beating you.
Mr. Knowles is clearly a troubled man.
It's rich.
Oh, yeah.
But I have
She's wearing the earrings.
and
Yeah.
always will be faithful to Tyrell.
Mm.
The only man I've ever loved.
Is Derek going to see this?
Don't know.
Never will love.
Is he just standing off to the side like...
Yeah.
Damn. Who's that? Is it Derek?
Hello,
Oh my god.
I'll be sending you a message so loud
Jeez.
that it will make your eardrums explode. Literally. The clock is ticking.
Oh, it's Dom. That's Dom, right?
Yeah.
Released about an hour ago.
That video is bullshit.
You're a CHS. You understand what that means, right?
I don't understand how you guys do it.
Confidential human source.
Cool. Now I get it.
Your job is to get intel from Elliot on Tyrell Wellick.
He is not, nor has he ever, had a fucking relationship.
They got some evidence. Prison call. That's why we got shown it. Bonsoir, Elliot. Oh man. So, see, I was gonna say, will she actually tell them if she knew though? Because like, I don't know.
Yeah.
We've been looking in
It's
the
a
mirror
brother.
on the drive home.
Stay here.
What is it?
Someone's tailing him.
Derek? I don't know why I think it's Derek. It is. How did I?
She fucking lied to me. She went on national television and she says she still wants me.
Derek.
You told me we were gonna be together. You made me lie to the police to get Tyrell off. But now I'm gonna tell them the truth.
Get up.
Damn it.
That guy is badass.
If you retract your statement, you'll die. I'm not being overly emotional about this.
Damn.
Because that's how little we care about your life.
Oh my god.
Forget this night ever happened. Move on.
Jeez.
You're feeling right now. There's no option where you and Joanna ever see each other again.
My god.
There was a part of me that thought it might have been Tyrell. Don't know why.
Yeah, at first, but then I was like, I just think it's Derek for some reason. He's gonna be mad about what he heard.
Oh yeah. I don't think he should be driving.
Jesus Christ.
Is everything under control?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, I thought he was gonna run up to the window like,
I just need a little clarity.
Oh my. Oh. Oh my god! I did not.
Can tell Tony hasn't watched further than this.
I did not expect that.
I saw him then like, what is he gonna do?
She's gonna shoot back.
What about the baby?
God. He's gonna shoot himself. Oh no.
Who's still alive?
Here he is.
Him. Oh, I hope he takes the baby.
Oh my god.
But she is dead.
She is straight up dead. She is.
There's no coming back from that. Oh my god.
God.
Right, that baby's fucked for the rest of its life. Come on.
He did. Oh no, he shot him. Oh
he
god,
shot him,
sorry.
yeah.
I'm traumatized from what happened. Ugh.
That's a bit of a... Oh. Oh, it's her head.
Yeah.
Why?
The driver looks like he's gonna pull through.
This information is too sensitive to share with the public. We got lucky we were on
My
the scene
God.
and saw the body.
What about the baby? Once you contact the next of kin.
We're not contacting them. He's going to social services.
Can they have that?
Jeez.
Don't be soft. Her husband is the most wanted man in the world.
Something about that video. I believe Darlene when she says it's not real. Right now, all she wants to do is protect her brother. Who took her
Yeah.
to an E-Corp for Lord knows why. There's no incentive for her to lie to us.
She didn't even know he was working with Terrell. Why would you trust her on me?
Oh, I guess they need to get the bullet out of the brain.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, sorry. It's distracted by the fact of why they're taking out her brain.
I'm worried she's a flight risk.
Trust me.
I think I mentioned it last time. I said this show is not afraid to kill people.
No.
I like that whole scene where they're just doing like they're standing in front of the autopsy or whatever.
If I remember correctly, you were the one who told me to go fuck myself.
Since when did you start remembering? Wanted to wish you a happy birthday.
Is that all?
And what is your problem? Why are you trying to shut me out?
Because you're my trigger.
Don't think for a second our shitty childhood is only yours.
True point.
Very good point. I mean, it kind of messed him up in a like completely different way.
I
But
wish Dad were here right now.
Don't say that.
He'd know what to do. I'm leaving. Spending this last year with you was never about whatever the fuck you want to call what we did. The real reason I did all of this was so that we could be close again.
Oh. It's quite an emotional episode.
You remember when we made Kevin McAllister Snowman?
Yeah.
Do you want to talk about it?
There's something more to it.
Yeah.
Or is it just because it's the day that he got pushed out the window?
I want you to stay with me tonight. I want to be alone.
Oh man.
19.
This gives me Tenet vibes.
Yeah.
making e-coin
Oh, it's a G20.
the currency by which all others will be measured. China has unofficially adopted Bitcoin.
I knew it was going to be Bitcoin. I was going to say it, but
Weren't they creating an e-coin?
yeah, he just said that.
Oh.
Yeah, he said the e-coin. It's the accord that they haven't signed.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
Our next death of the episode is about to happen.
I can't get rid of him.
This room happens to be on my way out.
Have the government sign the goddamn accord.
Jeez. I love the music.
The rest of the world needs China to embrace e-coin now.
Your success will always follow mine. I don't give a fuck about your accord.
Maybe in 11 days, the administration changes its mind about your precious UN vote. I worked so hard to secure for you.
Walking dangerous lines here.
Yeah. It's about war.
My associates found your pet employee after she smuggled out documents on the Washington Township. Now that I've gotten a chance to talk to her, I can see why you like her. She makes up. With those eyes of hers, I contemplated firing a bullet into each of them.
Oh my god.
Just so hypnotized.
That struck a nerve.
Don't mistake my generosity for generosity.
Oh my god. He looks pissed.
Wow.
That scene, the music, so intense.
Oh, is she rummaging?
Is he gonna wake up though? And I mean, Mr. Robot.
Maybe.
What's she doing?
She switched on its PC, so maybe they can hack into it. Then going.
What are you doing?
Why are you awake? It's early.
Not answering my question. I saw you behind the monitor.
It's with the fucking paranoia.
No, for what? You were gonna leave without saying goodbye.
Thus the no. Here I thought we were in a good fucking place after last night.
You're not answering my fucking
That's
question.
Mr. Robot for sure.
Yeah.
Because he's been looking at her the whole time.
Yeah.
So good.
Why did you sleep here last night?
You're scaring me.
Answer me! What?
Away from me, you fucking psycho.
It's so good because he was looking at her directly the whole time. I knew it as soon as that, but I didn't want to interrupt. Oh my god. Bloody music in this episode is like got me on edge.
I need you to talk to him.
Why don't you sit back and relax?
Does relaxing help?
That's usually you need to sleep, it feels like, doesn't it?
I'd like you to
Or Darlene needs to be there,
Yeah.
it seems. But he's definitely come out without Darlene, so.
Yeah.
just let him come to me. Elliot?
You should know that nothing's gonna come from this. We were doing just fine.
The voice is so cool.
Oh, it's changed.
This was better when I could just come and go as I pleased. You need to leave us alone so I can get him back to our work. Elliot never told me how attractive you are. Well, for a shrink, you're pretty foxy.
Thank you.
Never thought about it? Getting with one of your patients.
Oh my god.
Sucks for you.
The way he said that.
It's so obnoxious.
Can I ask for your name?
Now, what does he call me?
Mr. Robot?
Seriously? He still calls me that? Talk about labels.
Did we ever get his dad's name?
Don't know.
I'd like to talk about why you're here.
We did,
Maybe on the
right?
grave.
I think we did.
You're trying to destroy me.
I'm not trying to destroy you. I want to understand you.
You understand shit. Because of her, we've been compromised. She compromised us.
What do you mean you've been compromised?
I mean, you'd be terrified at this point.
I mean...
I'm Devin, talking to you.
Imagine him suddenly snapping in like, wait, what am I doing here?
When are we gonna start?
Ugh, so good.
Were you there? Did you go with me or stay with him? What did you see?
It's too many questions.
What was Mr. Robot talking about?
I like the separation anxiety thing in the background.
Compromised us. He couldn't still be working with Terrell. Is stage 2 still on? No, I would know. That's impossible. Stage 2 is down. I made sure of it. Who compromised me? And why do I suddenly feel so alive?
Well, I thought initially maybe he was talking about Darlene, but is he talking about Angela? Oh my god, what's he doing? I don't think he likes Elliot.
No.
I never gave a shit about the dog. I hate the dog. Vet bills are through the roof. Let her shit all over your house like you did mine.
He's a very angry man.
He is. At least he's not lonely now.
He got the dog back. Aww.
I feel like there's a USB or something in it.
He's gonna tear it down. Wipe it clean. Oh my god. Saw the word kernel. I remember kernel panic was a thing. I do love how there's no sugarcoating the computer
checking
stuff.
all the systems, isn't it?
I'm guessing so. Yeah, there you go.
Good job.
I would just not trust it. I just... See, I just never thought she'd work against him, but... I don't know.
I want it to happen on the day of the UN vote. Whether it goes our way or not.
It's only meant to be implemented if price doesn't come through and finally move our operation to the country's luau mine. Why would you still want to carry this out?
Because F, Phil. Literally. Screw him. To be quite honest, Dark Army has done some messed up stuff, but Philip Price he's just a dickhead.
You get anything from Elliot's computer?
He hasn't logged in all day. Last night he sent an encrypted email with the link. Also was able to get a clean audio recording of his place.
It's stuck in my head all day now.
Is that coming from downstairs? Did you go to this link?
Yeah. Downloaded the file, opened it, but didn't find anything.
This email wasn't for Tyrell.
It was a trap.
It's for us.
See him in it. It's not Elliot.
Oh god. I love the soundtrack so much in this show. So good. So, that was Undo. What did you think of that?
I love the fact you have no longer seen any of it. Because we're getting raw
really
reactions from you as well. Even though it might be a slight squeaky scream. It was hilarious. There was me just like... And you're just like, oh! It was great. But it's fun that it's now not stuff that you've not seen.
Yeah, we need to watch more stuff I haven't seen because, it's just a kind of thing we got.
It's not you waiting for my reaction.
Yeah.
Realising, I remember what's about to happen.
Yeah, exactly. It's a different thing. Like, because this is a first time thing, I'm just like, whoa, what the hell? Very good episode. Really enjoyed it. The show is just so... It just draws you in so much. I just get so immersed in it.
I'm quite sad now thinking about something.
What?
We're not going to get any more like BDSM bondage things.
Oh, well, I'm sorry to hear that.
Damn
Maybe
it!
A flashback or two, who knows? I don't know. Unless Tyrell's into even more freaky shit, but you know. But this was, Undo.
It's really quite a nice opening of an episode, really.
Yeah.
Elliot's got his job at Econ.
So he was saying, what if you, like, he was like, what if you could undo all the
Yeah.
things like you didn't like you said something wrong to someone,
Yeah.
you sent an email to everyone, like a horrible email about your boss to everyone.
Well, no, the reply all button happens so often.
Yeah. Or what if he crashed the world's economy?
But he understands that he can't undo it.
He's going to help rebuild, though.
But he's going to help rebuild it and stop the next
Yeah,
stage.
So it's quite a nice... we've had montages like this of Elliot before. So we had one before where he was living a normal life, drinking coffee and stuff and skipping along. There was another one when he was in prison, when the pills made everything better. And then here's another one where he's having a pill. He's just in
subscribed to shirts. Off to
he's
work.
got new shirts. He's working.
Yeah.
He's seeing the world differently.
Yeah.
What if you could see his emojis?
He's
Everyone's
got
right.
like a project plan that he wants. If E-Corp turn all the files digital, they won't send them to the same place.
He's trying to,
hence avoiding stage 2.
So he's trying to get E-Corp to stop the whole paper only thing and
and he
change
gets
it over to digital.
He gets a meeting with his boss.
Well, he gets a meeting with his first boss, which was William, I think, was his name?
Maybe,
right?
yeah.
And
He
the
don't
guy
give a
was
shit.
clearly not paying attention. He's
He's just
more,
there for the money.
He's like a Go-Go Dolls. Was that what it was?
Yeah,
something
show.
like that show.
wraps
So
up.
can we wrap this up? And then it looks so disheartened.
Yeah.
I honestly thought maybe it was all going to be like in his mind, but
Yeah.
he
So he
seemed
hacks
really
him.
when he's because like obviously I feel like he doesn't really. I don't know. He's never had a problem talking with people, I guess.
No.
But doing a little speech in front of a boss seems
Yeah.
a bit different. I don't know. But he seems,
But it's something that he's interested in, isn't it? It's like that passion.
Yeah. So, but then he hacked that guy.
Yep.
Very easy.
Yeah.
And found out that, what was he doing? He was...
Wasn't it to do with taking people's information off their phones?
Yeah, selling private data.
Yeah,
that
yeah.
was what he was doing. So
he
then he went to
reported to the
his...
FBI.
Yeah, and he got arrested.
So then he got a meeting
He
with
went
the
to
next
his
boss.
boss.
He
He
didn't
didn't
give a
care.
shit.
And he's like, hacking him was easy. I just had to watch him.
Yeah.
So the password. He was covering up about the emissions and the
Yeah.
pollution,
Yeah.
which I said probably struck even more of a nerve with Elliot because of what it is.
Yeah.
So got him arrested. Went to his boss.
Next boss.
And she was happy. She liked the sound of it. But it was also like his neighbour in his cubicle was very like misogynistic, I guess.
Yeah.
Was it being very like just seeing women as
Yeah.
items, like but he was looking around, seeing all the horrible people and
Yeah.
stuff, and was like,
He was kind of purging the company. Of
they're just all getting arrested,
bad
like Ponzi
people.
schemers,
sexual harassment,
all that sort of
Yeah.
stuff. So he was
Yeah.
just. So it's because he basically watched he was watching like a training video.
Yeah, about joining Evil Corp. And as the video progressed, it started to change to E Corp. Didn't
It
Because-
changed to E Corp, which
Yeah.
is I just don't like it. And he even called it E Corp, and I was
Yeah.
like, oh, this is weird.
Because he's purging it.
Yeah, we
from-
saw Angela once this episode as
Yes.
well. She walked past, smiled at him.
smiled.
It's just so weird. Like, it's really interesting though, because the whole thing Terry Colby said is coming into. He said to her, "If you want to take him down, you got to go on the inside." I mean, Elliot's doing it differently. He's trying to help them now,
Yeah.
but in the long run, is he really
Yes.
going to help them? I don't see him going all the way
No.
helping, but maybe he will try to do the good thing.
Thing
but
is,
I
he's
don't
not helping them build the company.
He just wants to prevent stage 2 from
Yeah,
happening at
because
this point, it feels
the
like.
biggest issue I feel like he has with stage 2 is that
But then-
lives would be
but
lost.
I
Which
don't
is,
know.
he said, the building's mad, like, you're killing people.
But I don't know if it's just that now.
Yeah.
Because after
But
last
then
episode...
He's also seen that this hasn't solved the problem,
Yeah,
this has created
that's
more
what I'm
problems.
saying. After last episode, and he saw the whole in memoriam, what they're doing and
Yeah,
how they're still
you
winning,
think-
and it's just bringing down everybody
You
else.
think getting rid of world debt and everyone debt-free would be great,
Yeah.
but it's also crashed the
It's crashed
economy,
everything. Like,
which
yeah.
then now means money's all over the place that, yeah, you might not owe debt, but do you actually have any money to pay for anything?
Yeah.
Like,
But that's
the
that's
bin men
what's
aren't
brought,
doing their job.
That's what's brought up in this as well, yeah. Transport's not running, can't
Yeah.
pay for vet bills, all that.
Yeah.
But yeah, he even said it last episode, it's all my fault. F me, I did this. So, like, I feel like maybe he's doing it to feel... I don't know, to like...
Kind of help his conscience a little
Yeah,
bit, maybe.
exactly. Yeah, exactly. Because because of what he done. I don't know, but
Fuck, I did this, but
Yeah.
I'm gonna try and help.
But it did kind of all come crashing down because he was like, "This is like really good for me. Like, you
Yeah.
think this might be all good, but no,
I'm lonely.
I'm lonely."
Such heartbreaking scenes of him crying.
Yeah, we've had it before. He's been lonely before.
Yeah.
I mean, does he have QWERTY back?
No, it's Angela's, isn't it?
I mean, I don't think that will help
No.
with extreme loneliness.
No.
But yeah, he doesn't. He's not with Earth Society at the moment. He's not hanging out with all those.
Not seeing Darlene.
He kind of sees Angela, but I don't know. She kind of rejected him as well
Yeah.
last episode, which doesn't help.
No.
And Mr. Robot's not around, so
Yeah.
yeah. So he goes to Krista,
Yes.
which I think the subtitles actually spelled her name wrong. I thought it spelled with a Y instead of an I, but I don't know. Just a little detail. Some other company does the subtitles, so who knows.
Yeah.
But anyway, he's met with Krista, not in... This is another thing, not
Yeah.
in the office, because the
In her
landlord...
house, which I'm surprised she would let him into her
I'm
house.
not that surprised.
However, she's also aware that he knows exactly where she lives, so what's the point of not letting him?
I don't think she's that worried about him,
She
though.
seemed worried, though, when he hacked her to begin with.
Yeah, but I think
The
if
initial
she was
shock.
that worried or cared about it that much, she would never have agreed to still see him.
No, yeah. She...
Because she still was seeing
I
him
guess
in prison, so...
Because she's his shrink, and she, more than anyone, probably understands there isn't a malice intense behind Elliot's hacking.
I don't
do you
know.
Do you know what I mean? Like, some people will hack you to get everything out of you, to get your money,
Yeah.
to scam, but that's not what Elliot does.
He kind of helped her in a way, hacking
Yeah.
him as like the
Do you know,
guy.
that's what I mean? Like, it's not a malice hacking.
Yeah.
He's,
What's his
it's
name?
the way
What's that
he
guy's
copes.
actual name? Was it? It wasn't Tony, was it? I can't remember.
Can't remember.
Yeah, he said he's the real name, but I thought it began with a T. Anyway, it doesn't matter. But yeah, like I feel like because he kind of helped her in a way,
Yeah.
maybe I don't know, but she cares, I guess.
Yeah.
But how's your day going? Considering it's your birthday.
It's Elliot's birthday.
He didn't even say anything. Maybe that's why the loneliness was
Yeah.
there as well. So she's like, "Do you have any plans?"
No.
No plans. But yeah, sorry. Did I even say like? No, I didn't finish. So they're not at the office because the
'cause of
landlord
rent.
can't afford the rent. So that's another money thing.
Yeah.
Which is cool. I like how all the little details like this are thought about. Like,
Yeah.
Like in some shows, like you're watching them, you're like, oh, how's this happening? Like even you pointed out one thing about it last time was the how is her phone still working? But there's things such as portable chargers and stuff. So I feel like they probably thought about that. Yeah. So, but yeah, he's not got any plans,
No. Then he kind of looks off in the distance, doesn't he?
and you can hear the children playing.
Yeah. And then she's like, "Where did you go?"
And he kind of goes to say and then
Oh, no.
doesn't, and she's like, I want to hear it if you're. Yeah.
And he talks about building a snowman.
Well, there's a snowstorm. Me and Darlene went out to play. We built a snowman. Called him
Kevin
McAllister.
And he even tried to do the hands on the cheeks. But
Like,
then it just looked like a really weird cheeks on a snowman.
No arms.
No
And they
arms.
both laughed. See,
Yeah.
yeah.
And they were going to steal their dad's camera.
Camera.
To take a photo, but then it obviously didn't happen because of what happened that day. And then she's like,
Well,
"What
it wasn't
happened?"
even that. She didn't ask what happened.
Oh, no,
he
he
was
just
just
went-
like, because
Yeah,
obviously
'cause
my
he was
dad
like-
pushed
he was-
me out the window.
Yeah,
And Darlene was
that
pissed.
day.
And she's
And
like,
she was like, "Wait, what?"
Her face was like, "What are you talking about?" And he's like,
I told you this.
He's like, "No, you haven't. I was so sure we spoke about this."
And then he kind of looked at
He
us
was kind of like, it's not a
I-
big deal. He
Yeah.
kind of said that, but even though it is, it's really interesting because obviously he forgets a lot of things and
Yeah.
then remembers other things. So he forgot it was his birthday.
Yeah.
Yeah. Imagine if that was the big plot twist instead of Darlene being his sister. It's like, he forgot his birthday.
But I feel like she was like, talk more about it, and he's like, that's it.
Yeah, he didn't
Yeah.
really go
It was
into
like, it was just a
detail
late
why
night.
it happened.
Because we went to the hospital, it was a late night, Darlene was pissed.
Yeah,
And the snowman melted.
yeah.
So blasé about it.
Yeah. And that was kind of that, really,
Yeah.
wasn't it? We cut to Let's Be Frank, which we've
Yeah.
seen this guy quite often. He's on the news.
Yeah, you said that we hadn't had the woman
Joanna, yeah.
Joanna
We hadn't
last
had her.
episode.
I don't know how much more we'll have of her after this. I cannot believe that scene. Anyway, that's in the future. So she was basically doing an interview about what's happening in Scotland. Basically, the discussion with Scott Knowles. She was
So
like,
last time we saw her telling the bartender that she was dating
Derek, yeah.
to say that he saw Scott
Dishevelled
on the night
coming from the
and
roof.
he's like, but that's not what I said and that's not what I saw, and she's like,
But
do you
this
want to
is
help
what
me?
you saw.
Yeah, which obviously he did from this because
Yeah.
Scott has been arrested for the murder of his wife.
Yeah.
And apparently she's claimed that he admitted to it while beating her.
Yes.
And then the bartender has
come forward as well.
Collaborated? What is that word?
I don't know though. If you're thinking
collaborated. Don't sound right, does it?
You really broke my brain. So yeah, Derek is told, but he's obviously asking questions. She's like, my lawyer can't say anything. Obviously, he's a very distraught. He's a crazy man. He's obsessed with us. He was like stalking us and whatnot. And then he's like, you filed for divorce.
Oh yeah, journalists claim that you filed for divorce, and she's like, yes, I did.
Because obviously he was saying you've been kind of terrorized a little bit by
journalists and paparazzi.
He's like, yeah, I did file for divorce, but I was in a moment of weakness.
Yeah.
He's the only man I love. I'll always love him.
Yeah.
I won't love anyone else.
Yeah.
And I was like, Derek is not going to be happy about this.
And then she said that she's taken back the petition for divorce.
Mm-hmm.
So she's removed that, so she's no longer getting divorced sort of thing. And then does it go straight to the car scene after that?
Yeah, but not the car. It's not those two. It's split. So they're just driving home.
Yeah.
Her driver's
then
driving
you can
her,
see
and then he's looking back at a car.
Something's following.
Yeah. So, and then we cut to a new F Society video.
Oh yes.
Who is it? Tyrell?
Probably.
Mr. Robot?
I don't know.
Angela?
No, it was definitely a man. You could tell by the physique.
It could be that guy.
Yeah, it could be that guy. That's the other person.
Could be Dark Army, like you said. I don't know.
But it was...
I think if it was Tyrell, he has a slight accent, and I think
it looked quite like a bulky guy. Like Tyrell's quite
maybe
slim
it's Mr.
and-
Robot.
Yeah, but they would see Elliot's body shape, not Mr.
Yeah,
Robot's
yeah. Well,
body
that's what I'm
shape.
saying.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
It
maybe
could be
it
that
is.
guy that was.
Or it could be the guy. I can't remember. Yeah.
Yeah, whatever his name is.
Yeah. But
Do you know what I
anyway.
mean? He looked quite a big
Yeah.
build compared to.
Yeah. Anyway, there's a new video.
Yeah, which Dom. We got Dom this episode.
Yeah, exactly. So it pans out, but the video is basically saying we've got
11 days.
well, something about a blast, right, or something,
Yeah.
or boom, or something like that.
Yeah.
And then it's going to be explosive, and it's going to blow your eardrums out.
Yeah.
And then Darlene's like, "That ain't F Society. I didn't do
Yeah.
it. It's not us." But she's like, "Well, it came from the same account, so it's got to be
Then
F
no.
Society then."
But then it's like.
With
she
Dark
said,
Army, I guess they could have hacked it. So
yeah.
it doesn't
Did Tyrell have to log in? Or
Well, did I say what I was going to say about Tyrell?
Cisco?
I think if it was Tyrell, you would be able to tell from the accent, because I think the first time he did it, he had his voice, even when modulated, you could kind of tell. Maybe it was just me. Maybe I'm imagining, but
it's like she said
so I
about
don't think
Cisco
so.
might have given the login information to the Dark Army. as well.
yeah. So would you reckon? I reckon it could be Elliot, but
yeah, I don't know.
I don't know. It could be the other guy. Who knows? Because like obviously last episode we got the scene of them continuing the work in that basement. So
Yeah.
they could have
Yeah.
then filmed it, but.
But then we obviously find out that Darlene is a informant for the FBI.
Yeah, which we kind of figured like last time, because when she called up, we were like, yeah. So
she's got immunity. For...
she's a CHS.
I don't know what that is.
Confidential human source.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's much easier when you talk English, you know.
Yeah, you throw so many letters at me, I don't even know what you're talking about. He was pissed.
Yeah,
he was like...
He doesn't have very good social skills. Like, Dom is a weird one because you feel like she is a bit of an aloof and she is a bit cold, but she also knows how to talk to people and get people to open up because she's human. But when you get an asshole like that, you're going to shut down. You're going to be a dick because they're being a dick to you.
But she's meant to be giving them information. That's her part of her immunity.
With Elliot and stuff, and then she's not even seen Elliot, so that's awkward.
She's like, well, she said the last time I saw him, she had seen him. Yeah, she said the last time I saw him, he said he's not ever worked with Tyra, he's not seen him.
Yeah.
He's point blank said it to my face. And then they were like,
well,
all right, bring it up.
And I go onto the PC and there's a phone call from prison, which is the bonsoir Elliot call.
Yeah.
And you can just see Darlene like
her face change because obviously he's lied to her. Yeah.
Well, that's the thing. Like we said, like with another scene later on in it, that you'd never think. Like we said, you always thought Darlene wouldn't go against Elliot.
Yeah.
But now thinking about that, I'm now like, well, now she knows that he's lied to her.
Yeah, exactly.
That might be more the fuel to...
Yeah, that was my only reason. I thought she might be doing something with FBI, but I didn't know.
Yeah.
I didn't think she'd ever throw her brother under the bus, but who knows now?
Yeah.
So,
she probably doesn't know what she's actually got involved in all of a sudden.
Yeah.
You know, that sudden overwhelmingness of like,
yeah. So I said last episode that this show is not afraid to kill characters, and my god. So
we should start a little behind us, like crosses as everyone dies as the season goes across.
We could add that to the wall of in memoriam.
So we go back to the car.
And she's like, "You've been staring at the mirror."
Yeah, what's going on? He's like, "We're gonna make a stop."
Well, he's like, "I got to pull over. I'll be right back."
Yeah, gets out of the car
and it is Derek.
Like we said, at first I thought it might have been Tyrell, because after that he might have come out to
I think
see
being
her.
the most wanted man, I didn't think it would be a mistake for him to meet her, though.
Yeah, they were down like a really shady street, but...
Yeah, I don't know.
But it was Derek.
Yep, and...
he seemed very drunk.
And distraught.
Because she's now said that she still loves him.
She lied to me. She said to me...
Yeah.
You still love me!
You made me lie, you made me testify. I'm gonna go tell the FBI that... you made me do it. Yeah, then he gets...
I like that guy. He's messed up, because obviously he's doing messed up stuff,
Yeah.
but I don't know,
he punches him in the stomach, then like starts to choke him, and it's like, if you say anything, you will be dead.
It's like there is no situation where you will ever see her again. This is done. I'm not like sugarcoating this. Basically, I will kill you. We will kill you.
Yeah. And
go find a young woman and live happily.
Janice just sat in the car with the baby.
Yeah, and then he gets
Minding
back
her own
in.
business.
I thought Derek was going to turn up because I joked he was going to come up to the window.
Yeah.
But I didn't.
And then it says she was like, "Is everything okay?" And he was like, "Oh, is everything under control?" She says, and he's like, "Yep, everything's good."
And then you see him walking.
the...
What a shot as well. I mean, not a great shot because he didn't kill him. I meant more cinematography.
Then he shoots the driver and it's like, fuck.
Yeah.
And then she's struggling to get the baby out of the car seat. You know, car seats are good for safety, but when you need to go.
Yeah. And then bam, headshot. Oh my god.
And then he's just stood there, isn't he, in the road? And like you said, oh, is he going to shoot himself? But no.
Because he was like that. He's looking at his gun like.
Yeah. But the driver was still alive and shoots him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What a crazy scene. And then the shot of the
it just
baby.
pans over to the baby splattered with his mother's blood.
God. And then the car and him lying down, and it's just like.
The first
what
thing,
scene?
The
oh
first
my
thing
God.
that popped into my head when it panned over to that scene was fucking Dexter.
I've never seen it.
You've
Spoilers.
No. You've never seen Dexter, but the main principle that you learn in it is that he is a serial killer.
Yeah. I know the concept of it.
Yeah, but the reason he's a serial killer is because but that's why it reminded me, because
You could have just said it reminds me of Dexter, and I would have got the gist of what you're saying.
But the whole there's now going to be comments like she's ruined everything for everyone. But it's just that's why I said that baby's going to be fucked now growing up, because it's just.
I mean, I don't know if we'll ever see that, but
Probably
I mean. You were like, I was like, after I was thinking, the driver's alive, I was like, the driver and the baby are going to team up.
I was hoping the driver would take the baby and then...
But it cuts to the autopsy. You're like, why? Well, that shot of cutting the skull open, like, really detailed. You're like, why are they cutting the head open? I'm like, what do you mean, why?
Then I remembered that the bullet was through her head.
Yeah, it's an autopsy. Basically,
but it was a really good scene
evidence,
of all the pictures of her brain and everything being taken in the background, like kind of unfocused.
Chatting. Yeah.
And them chatting about. So was the driver in ICU?
Drivers survived. Yeah, I think they said both the others are dead, right?
Yeah.
Well, obviously she's dead, but.
And then Dom was a bit like, so the baby will be contacting next of kin.
It's like, no, you won't. We're like
go
straight to social services.
But none of it's been reported because
this is
of where
really
it was.
sensitive. It's like. Because of it's connected to everything.
Her husband's the most wanted person.
Exactly. Yeah. Maybe it draw him out. Maybe they can use her to draw him out. I don't know. Yeah. So, I don't know. Did they say much else? They were just saying how sensitive the whole situation
and the babies go
was.
straight to social services.
So crazy. Yeah. I can't, man. It shocked me. Like.
Yeah, I loved your reaction of that.
like I knew he was going to do something.
Yeah.
But I just probably like shooting her in the head. Okay, sure.
Yeah.
Crazy.
So how does that solve it?
Well, gets revenge, innit? That's all it is. It's simple
Yeah,
revenge.
but he would have been better just going to the police and saying, "Look, she's made me do this. I need protection." But
Doesn't
people
matter now.
never think like that in the moment.
No, he's clearly very angry. She used
But she
him.
is also very manipulative. So
Exactly.
I also get him being like, the only way I can get out of this is killing her. Because then she hasn't got that hold over
He was
him.
just very angry because...
And very drunk.
Well, he was in love. And he was very angry that she'd used him and...
No, she's been using him from the start, though.
Yeah, exactly. So, Darlene meets with Elliot.
Yes.
At the pier, which we've seen before, which
Fun
is the
play going
infamous
on in the
scene.
background, yeah.
Infamous scene of finding out. He's like, "Why am I here? Why did you want to meet?" And he's like, well, she's like, "Happy birthday."
Yeah. And so,
He's like, "Is that it?"
yeah. And then she says that
Dude, you're an asshole.
Yeah.
Their relationship has completely changed.
Yeah.
Well, at first they didn't even know each other. Well, Elliot didn't know her.
And then he wanted to date her. Then remembered that he was her sister.
Then they got close again as family, and they were
Yeah.
doing stuff. But like, she was like, "This last year of us like meeting wasn't meant to be whatever the hell we did."
Yeah, I just wanted
to see. I guess just wanted
Yeah.
to bond again. Just wanted a brother. Yeah.
Then she says she's going away.
Yeah, she's going upstate to stay with a
Yeah,
friend. She
she
can't
can't-
stay here anymore. She can't
Yeah.
do this. She's done. And then Elliot brings up Kevin McAllister again.
Yeah,
she's
she-
like,
and-
but her face was kind of shocked. She's like, "Do you want to talk about it? There's
But-
more to this. There's got."
Unless, yeah, but then
but
there's
like I
also
said,
a part of
unless
me
it's
that-
just the window thing.
Yeah,
But
it could be because it might just be something that happened.
I don't know.
Because obviously, it's hard to think, but I feel like that situation that yes, he got pushed out the window, which is a bit dramatic.
Yeah.
But that's also the moment that the rest of the family found out that their dad was dying. Because that's why he pushed him out the window, wasn't it? Because
Yeah.
he was meant to keep the secret from.
yeah.
So you know, and you're like, the incident itself might have been clouded with the learning of the secret. That
Well,
was
and their
kept.
family, who knows? I mean, it was
Yeah.
clouded by paying for it in the first place,
Yeah.
but I don't know. Yeah.
So they might not have never really spoke about what happened
Probably
because
not.
the key focus was
Yeah.
their dad being ill, dying, and what can they do to help.
Yeah, maybe. Elliot talks about, well, he wants to say it, and she's like, "Just say it." He's like, "You're my trigger.
Yeah.
You're what causes him to."
The
come
moment
out."
she says as well, like, "I just wish dad was here," and I was like,
Yeah.
that's not helping.
He'd know what to do.
Yeah.
But then she was also like, "Look, my dad died too. We're the same. We both had the same messed up childhood.
Yeah.
It messed me up too. It's not just you, like." Which is true, yeah. It's not all on him, but obviously we've seen her having panic attacks and stuff quite
Yeah.
often, and yeah.
And Elliot says,
It kind of works out weirdly though, because I thought like she would be more pushing to stay at his place.
Yeah.
Because after she learned about the him working with Tyrell thing, then she'd be like, okay,
Yeah.
now I'll do this thing for the FBI. But instead, he was like, I want you to stay.
Yeah.
So that's a bit. It kind of worked in the FBI's favour, I guess.
Yeah.
I was going to say hers, but the
I
FBI's
don't think that
favour.
was her true intention.
But while she was there, she was like,
Yeah,
"Ah,
she took
why
the
not?"
opportunity.
Yeah, so he didn't want to be lonely. Yeah.
Yeah. So she stayed at his.
Yeah, we don't
And
get
then-
that yet though. We get Philip Price talking to at the G20
yeah.
summit about
Basically
how
outing China.
Yeah, basically how they're signing a resolution or whatever it was called.
Yeah, for eCoin.
For eCoin to be like global currency kind of thing.
Yeah, but China's against
and then he's
it.
like, but him, but China.
Yeah, God, it must have been so. You know those moments where two people are having an argument, and then you're just sat there like,
Yeah, they feel like a little old married couple. China pushing for Bitcoin.
I feel like that sometimes happens on PlayStation between us. That like,
Yeah.
two of us will have a little like disagreement, we call it.
Yeah.
And then everyone else is just silent,
I
and then
feel
there's
like-
silence after it, and you're like,
I feel
"No,
like
what's in it?"
our arguments don't really affect the world though.
No, not so much.
Whereas this is. But
You know, if you're told not to wash up, you don't wash up.
the minister, his face, he was just like, like so evilly
It's
looking.
like, you're doing this here right now.
Yeah. But he's really calling him out. Phil has some venom in his voice as well when he
does.
talks. But then they have a little meeting, and he's like, I only came here because it was on my way out. He's like, sign the bloody thing.
Accord?
The accord.
Yeah.
Because otherwise everyone's going to drop out, and then you won't get the Congo.
Yeah.
So you're screwed.
But then he's like, you follow me?
Yeah.
Or...
It's like, yeah, you're mistake. Like, you follow what I do. Like, I'm in charge here, basically. I really like their power struggle kind of thing. I like I said, I kind of side with White Rose / the Minister. Is it Minister Zhang? Is that his name?
Maybe.
I side with them more because I don't know. Even though they've done bad things, Phil is just such a dickhead.
Yeah.
I don't know. There's just something about him. I mean, obviously he's done horrible things. He worked for Evil Corp and like, I don't know.
Yeah, there's part of me that feels like the Dark Army and stuff are doing all their bits to better their country as a whole, because it's for their economy, their thing. But I feel like
he's kind of more in it for himself.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Yeah. It feels like the only game
he wants to be the most powerful person in the world. So
they're both doing bad things, and they both shouldn't be doing it.
Yeah, exactly. But basically, he's saying, the UN Accord, the UN will sign. It'll be signed for me to have the Congo, no matter what, right? And then I'll do the e-coin thing, right? Is that what he said?
And then he says about his generosity. Because then he talks about meeting up.
Well, before he leaves, he's like, in 11 days, how about the UN don't sign it? Like, it doesn't happen.
Yeah.
And then he, like, turns around. He's like, don't mistake my generosity for generosity.
Then he speaks about Angela
Your
and
little
her
pet.
eyes. Yeah.
Oh, Phil looked pissed that she'd met with him.
Yeah, but he also revealed that she took the townsmanship stuff.
Yep, the Washington Post township data, and brought it to them, and that he was like, I really contemplated putting a bullet in each of her eyes, but she's so fascinating. I was like, God, their arguments.
He just leaves, didn't he?
Yeah, I feel like, I don't know, they're just very angry people,
very old married couple.
Yeah. But yeah, there we go. We have Elliot asleep.
Yep. We see
Dahlia's awake. She's doing something with a monitor.
Yep.
With the PC.
I love these scenes because I feel like we're on the 3rd season now, aren't we? And we've never seen anything like this. We've been aware that Mr. Robot is a part of Elliot, but it seems that only this season we're actually seeing the behavioural changes, which is really fascinating, and people's reaction.
Yeah, and we're seeing
the behavioural changes.
We're also seeing Elliot as Mr. Robot.
Yes, like this scene very much like because she's snooping around and then
she finds the picture, which I really nice detail.
Was
like
it the snowman picture?
No,
because I thought they didn't get a picture.
I think it's the picture of the whole family. I think that's what it was, because it's one where he found and
then Elliot's behind her. He's like, "What are you doing?" I was going, just leaving.
In the middle of the night.
Why were you around the computer?
Well, she's like, "Why are you awake? It's early." And he's like, "Well, what about you? Like, where are you going?" He's like, "What are you doing behind the computer?" He's like, trying to find a pen.
To leave your note.
Yeah.
So you weren't going to say goodbye?
Yeah, I knew it. Obviously, instantly, it's obvious she'd done something, but...
Yeah.
Yeah.
She was like, well, that's what I was
This is where I
leaving the note for.
Instantly, I said this before we watched.
But the buses aren't running. They're on strike.
But instantly, I said this before we watched this episode. I was like, the eye contact thing is going to come into play. And as soon as he started talking to her, I was like, he is staring into her soul. Yeah. That is Mr. Robot.
It was the moment she went, it's you, isn't it? Or something.
Well, it kind of zoomed in on there, like, and as it was going past, I was like, oh, it's going to change.
Yeah, because she said that, like, it's you.
Yeah.
It's not you.
Meh.
And then he like,
what did you do?
What? Yeah, like slams her up against the side, and you can just see how terrified she is. And it's like, how often has this been happening?
Don't know.
But we've never seen it because we see Elliot's side more than anything. Like that's what I mean. It's so, and then because you're seeing it, Elliot doing it, and then all of a sudden, like the camera switches, then it switches back, and it's Mr. Robot and not Elliot.
Yeah,
like
exactly.
It's so well done.
Yeah, and then screaming, and then she's like, "You're an effing psycho! I'm out of here! I'm going."
And then he's just stood there like.
Yeah, it because obviously watched her go out and then pans out and it's Elliot again. It's so good. It's such a good show.
Yeah.
I love the way they do it. It's so cool, and they change up the way they do it all the time as well. Because, like, we've seen bits of him flickering between him. We've seen, like, we've had other bits where he observes Mr. Robot from afar. We've had,
So
like, the scene at the end of season 2 when Elliot's arguing with him and it kind of pans away onto Elliot's face and then he comes from a different direction. It's like, it's so interesting. But yeah, I really like how the eye contact thing's paid off already. I mean, I think he's going to learn it though. Still, I just got a feeling. But we have another meeting with Krista.
Yep.
And he's like, I want you to talk to him. You need to talk to him. And she's like, you need to like just let him.
Yeah.
Just give him permission.
Yeah.
And I like how her voice is fading and like.
Yeah, he's like, how? And she's like, just relax.
Yeah. He's breathing, and then.
She...
I didn't know if we were going to get a flash of him changing into him, but no, he just opens his eyes and it's like.
And it's like when he walks to the window, doesn't it?
What does he say? He says something though.
Why are you doing this?
Yeah.
You're not going to get anything out of this.
Yeah, yeah. He's like, we were better off before we saw you.
Yeah.
You're trying to destroy me. And she's kind of like, no, I'm not. I don't know if it was when he went to the window pan. I think it cut to her and then back to the sofa,
maybe,
and he was Mr. Robot. But then, yeah, he's very intimidated. He's like he goes to the window talking about stuff.
But you can
he's
see
like,
she's so fascinated. In
yeah,
him
yeah, of
talking, 'cause you can
course.
see
Yeah,
by
yeah.
her face. She's like, then he quotes.
Well, no, first of all, he's like, you never told me you were so sexy.
Oh, yeah. So awkward. I was hoping we didn't have to talk about this bit.
So, have you ever thought about getting with a patient? It's like, that go against my ethics.
Yeah.
It's like, you're lost. I thought that was really funny the way he said it. But yeah, he quotes Freud, is it?
Yeah.
I can't remember what he says.
And he's like, oh, smart and sexy.
Yeah, yeah. But basically, he's like mad. He's like, you need to stop. Like, you're not going to get anything. You're destroying me. And she's like, no, I'm. It's the
trying
opposite.
to understand you.
Yeah, trying to understand you.
Then he goes really timid, like.
He says about she's compromised us. I don't know if I pointed this out in the episode. And I'm like, initially I thought he was maybe talking about Darlene, but is it Angela?
Well, it could be either, couldn't it?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Because would it have compromised to get him a job? She's kind of helping both sides.
Yeah.
Or is he talking about the computer thing?
Yeah.
I don't know. So, but then he gets really up in her face.
Yeah.
And is like, because she's like, compromised how? And then he's like, you'll get nothing from me.
Yeah.
And he sits back down.
And Elliot's like, so when are we going to start? She's just like...
Yeah. Really interesting. Yeah. So good. So good. Elliot goes back home.
Yep. Looks at the PC.
No. Man with dog.
Yeah. Dog man.
And he's like, how you get so lucky? Everything's screwed and you're still alright living here, all fine and dandy.
The dog's shitting all over his house and
I can't pay the vet bills.
Probably dying.
I don't even want the damn dog.
Yeah.
Have it. And that's basically it.
Yeah.
So he's not lonely anymore.
Yeah.
He's got
then
a
he
dog.
gives him some water.
And then goes onto the computer.
Yeah.
And then he's like,
He runs like a...
diagnostic kind of thing.
Yeah, to check the computer over and nothing comes up.
Yeah, yeah.
Then it pans to Dom and the thing.
I mean, there's a scene in between, actually, but...
No, I feel like it pans to their screen, because you
I don't think he runs the diagnostic initially. Oh, maybe he does.
Because it starts to go through the OKs and then it flashes to them.
But it ended on Elliot. It ended on Elliot in the flat, and that's not...
Don't know. Yeah, no, because that's after.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying.
But you pan to their screens, and you can see they're seeing his screen.
Oh,
and she's come through.
Oh no, yeah, and that's when Dom says to Darlene, "Well done, you've done it," and then she walks out. Yeah.
Because they're separate scenes, aren't they?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's why I was a bit. I thought you were saying it was the end scene.
No.
But yeah, we get a scene with the minister again, and his right hand man. He's like, when the UN Accord, if it goes through or not, stage 2 goes ahead on the day of it.
He's
like,
but,
what are you talking about?
Yeah.
It's like, we were only going to do it if it doesn't go through.
Yeah.
He's kind of like, it's going through. Because he's like, once we get the Congo, we can run everything from the mine, a mine or something. Yeah. So, but stage 2 was it to go ahead? I mean, I don't blame it. But the collateral damage is just going to be crazy. Unless they find a way to just clear the building.
Yeah.
Of people.
Maybe.
But then if they warn people, will E-Corp be able to stop? Like, will they just shut the power down completely? Do you know what I mean? Because will they then find there's no bomb there, so that's not going to cause it?
Fire alarm it.
Don't know. Maybe. Yeah, who knows? So, yeah. But then, yeah, we get the last scene. There's a power like truck that she specifically looks at, right, outside.
Yes.
But I don't know what
when she's going into that.
Yeah, I don't know why. Don't know if it's significant, but it very specifically looked at it, and I was a bit like, what's happening? Anyway, she goes in, asking about. Oh, she's like, I don't go to that shop again. She misses the old shop.
Yeah.
She misses it, with her friend. But yeah, she's like, only accepts eCoin. He's like, well, eCoin's the thing. You got to do it now.
And then she's like, has he done anything?
Not since last night.
No, he sent an email.
An anonymous email with a link or something. Yeah.
And
Encrypted email. That's what he said.
And then all of a sudden they hear a thud.
Yeah.
Like, wait, what?
Well, he jokes as well, saying, "Oh, I did get an audio recording of his thing." And
Yeah,
they played
the
a
song.
song. I like the little relationship
Yeah.
that we get. But yeah, then they hear a thud, and like, is that from Darlene's apartment? they
Yeah,
said, right?
downstairs.
Yeah. So, and then
Didn't
she's
they
like,
see-
"Did you click this link?" He's like, "Yeah, but I didn't find anything. There's nothing there." And he's
I
like,
downloaded it, but nothing.
She was like, "This was for us."
Yeah.
And then Elliot snuck in.
Yeah.
He's
But it's
there.
like we said, is it Elliot or is it Mr. Robot?
I don't
probably
know.
Mr. Robot.
It looks, is the hood up a thing that only Elliot does?
I don't know, maybe.
And the way he kind of walks, I don't know. The way he kind of looks around feels Elliot-y to me,
Yeah.
but I don't know. So, yeah, I really like the whole. Obviously, we don't see all that much of Elliot being Mr. Robot, but we see some of it. But the complete, I instantly could tell that was him as Mr.
Yeah.
Robot. The way Rami Malek's playing it is really good. So, I don't know. The acting is just great by everyone. So, and the soundtrack for this episode,
amazing.
was so good. It's so intense all the time, and it even played at one point. It was like a distorted version of the theme. I don't know if it's just the Mr. Robot theme or Elliot's theme or something. I don't know if you know what I'm referring to.
Yeah, I think I remember.
I can't even hum it, but
Yeah.
yeah.
There is a scene that I remembered we forgot to talk about.
Okay, yeah.
It's near the beginning-ish.
Yeah.
When we learnt that Elliot was hacking the delivery.
Oh
lorries.
yeah, we completely forgot about that. Yeah,
Because that
he was-
reminds me of
yeah,
the
yeah,
battery
yeah.
bit as well.
Yeah. So he's basically
rerouting all the documents so they don't end up. So for E-Corp, they appear to have arrived at the safe.
at the main New York
Building.
archive building, but he's just using the delivery, like the same shipping place, right?
Yeah.
It's like, but this says exactly where we are. He's like,
Yeah.
just do what it says.
Because then at least he's like,
But-
not all the records
Yeah.
are in the building.
Yeah.
And then
but
we
then his
also-
problem was, he was like, but then if FSI know it's at the building, they'll be like, oh, stage 2 can go ahead.
Yeah.
He's like, so I've got to manage the UPSs to like.
Yeah,
not...
because he does something with the batteries, doesn't he?
Yeah. So.
Yeah, because didn't he say he's put a malware software on there
Mm.
that only encrypted with E-Corp or E-Corp cryptions can go through or something? I don't know enough about hacking.
I'm not sure what he's saying. I
It was
remember
it was
him.
the scene where he was on the computer with
Yeah.
the batteries and the guy next door.
I just got
and they
distracted
were
by the
just-
stupid guy talking.
Yeah, they were
crap.
just
Yeah.
muttering along, and he said he put something on that only coding ending in something or encryption.
You just saying computer
I know.
computer mouse www dot
Kernel.
Yeah. That was the
Yeah.
episode. Really good episode. Yeah, really liking this a lot. And it's really interesting to see new episodes I've
Yeah.
not seen. I was very shocked at the Joanna death.
Yeah.
There we go. But maybe they can reverse that death as well.
Right.
When they turn on the collider. I'm
it's
so intrigued by this collider thing
Yeah.
as well.
It's just, I don't know. It's really interesting seeing, like, I feel like we know that Elliot and Mr. Robot are very different personalities.
Yeah.
But it's so interesting that they're working against each other.
Oh, yeah.
So the same brain is working against
Yeah.
each other that you're like...
And that's the problem. Is
like you said,
the
like,
other side's going to
surely,
learn the information they
like,
know.
Mr. Robot learns he's working at E-Corp, he could just... Like, any second, the other side of your brain can learn what you're doing and just reverse what you're doing.
But Mr. Robot did point out to Krista, he was like, it was much easier when I could come and go at will.
Yes.
Which he doesn't seem to have much of a...
No.
Yeah. Maybe it's just when he's sleeping.
Yeah.
Which seems to be
kind
a thing.
Of more of an unconscious
So,
bias.
yeah. But great episode. I don't know where this is going.
No.
I really want stage 2 to happen because I just want to see that building get blown up, but I don't know.
I want all the people to be out of it.
We still have not seen Mobley and Trenton.
No.
What are they doing? Who knows?
Why flash them up at the end of the last season?
No Tyrell? What do you mean?
Like, the end
that's why I like this show.
Of the season was them saying, I think I've
That's why I like this show, because it's not always like, oh, yeah, I know how to undo it. Here's the when it said undo was the episode name, I thought maybe we'd see it. But like, it's even like the guy with the dog. We're now getting him back. It just things pay off so it will pay off. Eventually.
It makes so much sense because we said at the beginning of this episode there was so much snippets from, like, it went really
it
far
was
back.
Like showing you bits from.
It makes
all
sense
sorts.
because it does all tie into what happened.
Yeah, so. Yeah, great show. Looking forward to more. There's like 8 more episodes, I believe. Is it 10? I think it's 10, yeah. So.
That could be an episode a day until the 11 days of
10 episodes. Cool. Oh, this is it here, and then 13 for the last one. Longest season as the last one. So there we go. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. That was Undo. We will be back next time on the channel with the Person of Interest season 2 pilot. Do you still call it a pilot? I don't think you still.
No.
The first episode for season 2 of Person of Interest. That's going to be another long series, but yeah, we're getting there. So look forward to that. Otherwise, we'll be back with Mr. Robot in a cycle's time. I don't know if I'm changing up the order of videos really annoyingly, so this sounds stupid. I'm just going to
I've heard
quickly
about
explain
this
it.
so many times.
I know, but really annoyingly, YouTube would have 6 videos viewed on a channel, and we were doing it in order, so it was like, it looked so nice. Don't you dare. Because someone pointed out to me, they're like, I really love how your thumbnails look, and I love how clear it is. But it was all in order, and it looked nice. And now it doesn't, because it's 4, and it's all over the damn place. So we might change up the order of things, or slot a new show, or something.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I loved it earlier when Tony was like, okay, we need to talk about the elephant in the room, this thing. And he was like, we're going to have to change it. What do you think? And I was like, I personally don't really care.
Claire does not care, so there you go. It's all down to me.
But I also get that he came to me with 4 ideas that we now.
Oh no, there's like 7 ideas.
Oh my god!
We go through them all. Anyway, that's it. Right, we'll be back next time. Thank you very much. See you then. Bye-bye. Bye.